What's up, guys? I'm Dario Boatner, dancer and choreographer. The two pieces I did for the show is All For You and Alright. All For You is from the All For You album and Alright is from Rhythm Nation. The one piece that I did in the show that was all original is Alright. Was able to do that top to bottom. It was actually an older piece that I did with another song, another soundtrack. But Gil liked it and he kind of was poking fun on the idea of it, and it just ended up working for the song itself, so we kept it and extended it, added new parts. I was able to be very inspired by the music video itself, so I took parts from the music video and kind of incorporated that into the choreography that we do on stage today. And then the second piece that I was able to do is All For You, which is half original and half legacy. The entire first half up to the last chorus is all original, and then we go back into the legacy choreography, which is the last chorus and then the breakdown. If I were to put, a phrase to my style or some words to my style, it's definitely bouncy and groovy. I'm lanky, so it has a lanky feel to it in regards to the flowiness of it. I don't come from a technical background, so a lot of my movement is completely feeling based. Comes from the heart, it's what I'm feeling, it's what the lyrics are saying and how I'm interpreting those words. So it's a feeling and it's a vibe. I try to match that, and whatever genuinely comes to my body is what I kind of go with versus trying to force something, and without it being hella technical, because I'm just not a technical dancer. My first thing to do when I hear a track that I want to choreograph to is to sit down, put my headphones on and move to it without having to fill up space. So a lot of my initial pocket is right here, and deciding what I want to attack musically without it being big. So that's why I play with the cadences, because I'm like, okay, boom, crack, boom, 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 crack. If that's the feel of the song, then I'm adding boom, crack, 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 boom, boom, and I'm adding my own kind of pace within the music itself. And that's where it starts, and then I finally get up, move a little bit, and see what works and what doesn't work. I don't step in front of a mirror until basically I'm putting it on other bodies to see how it really feels and resonates. Nerve-wracking, it was just nervousness to teach to boys and to teach to Janet. For the boys, I look up to them, so I'm looking for their approval as much as I'm looking for Gil's approval or Dean's approval or Janet's approval. Like, I'm wanting them to like it because they have to do it on stage as well alongside me. Whether I'm comfortable with it or not, I want to make sure that they're comfortable with it. So I'm nervous about that, and I'm like, I knew where it fell in the show as well. So I'm like, I don't want to kill them either. I also don't want to kill myself, but I don't want to kill them stamina-wise with it being so far into the show. And the thing about it, about those two pieces, they would have looked completely different if they were placed in any other part of the show, knowing, first of all, the section that it would have been in, but also the energy we needed to provide. So it would have looked different. We had to play and think about all of these different components in regards to choreography.
All the boys, all the guys have different styles. And Dario is definitely different. He's more, his has a bounce to it. He's more bouncy when you're doing his stuff. It's like taking an aerobics class, because you don't stop bouncing. And it takes a lot of energy for you. It's cool, it's different.
With Janet, I was nervous leading up to having to teach her, but the moment she was like, let's learn it, she made it very easy. She made it very comfortable. And that process was just beautiful, because seeing her do your steps is kind of crazy, like, not only does she do your step and she picks it up so easily, but then she does it in a way that you're like, no, I want to do it like that, like now you're switching the steps up a little bit so we can add that flavor that she brings to the table that's so natural. And that's that rawness as well. That's something you can't teach. That's so beautiful. It's like, okay, boom, this is what I came up with, but you Janet for a reason, and it showed within those rehearsals.
I think I'm a slow learner. They tell me that I'm not, but I'm more visual. I like to stand back and watch as opposed to someone saying, okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, which I don't like to count. I like to sit and watch and pick it up that way.
I was trying to keep my composure the whole time teaching her, looking through the mirror, seeing her want to get it, and seeing her in the back practicing while we're moving on to the next, routine. She's going over those last steps that we just went over. Is dope, just dope. This is my first major artist that I'm placing choreography for, and I know who came before me. I'm also alongside these fellas, so yeah, I was nervous, but I was repeatedly reminded you wouldn't have got asked if it wasn't for a reason. So I kind of let that lead me and my confidence in moving forward with it. It is pressure of wanting just to be great and wanting to treat it not like any other job. This is like one of a kind, and treating it as such was very important. But also honing in on the fact that it is my first time and wanting my first time of this caliber to be special. Obviously, you're always gonna wanna change something and fix something, but it feels good. It feels good, and I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be here. I'm honored to be here. And I look forward to just the growth that it has already brought me, and already looking forward to the next creation I'm able to create because of the challenge of this moment alone. So yeah, thank you, Jay. Thank you, team. Thank you, Gil. I appreciate y'all.